I did over 70,000 damage. I healed over 20,000 damage. And I believe I tanked around like 70, 80,000 damage in the game that you're about to witness today. How did I do that? Well, it starts with the build, guys. I found a new crazy Diana build. And I have to say, this build is only going to be playable in around 5 to 15% of the games. What is the build? How do you play it? We're going to get all into that in today's video. You can find timestamps in the description to, of course, skip to the gameplay. Don't do that, however, because now let me tell you about the build. So, we're talking about Jungle Diana right here, right? And first of all, this build is supposed to be like sort of an anti-tank build, you know? Diana is good at one-shotting, but she can struggle against like a Garen, a Thresh, a Vi, etc, right? How do you counter that? How do you play against those champions? The answer is, you play Diana in the complete opposite way. Normally, you know, you use your first ability, third ability, second ability, ult, you one-shot people. However, there is another significant part about Diana's kit that really not a lot of people talk about. We've explored this part with the tank Diana build. You guys remember the tank Diana build that I made? Highly suggest watching that video too. By the way, that is still a viable build, in case you're wondering. We're bringing Burst Diana and Tank Diana in one. So, the whole way of playing this build is you're gonna have a lot of attack speed. And actually, I believe, like in the game, I either had a Conqueror or Lethal Tempo. We will see. Because like I literally came up with this build in the draft of the game that you're about to see. So it was like a complete sudden build that you're about to see. So you're gonna build a Nashor's Tooth. Then you're gonna get whichever boots you feel like you need. There's a lot of boots you can go for. Plated Stuck Ups for armor, Mercury Threats for magic resist. Another one is also viable, Glutinous Griefs. You could go for it, you could. If the enemies really cannot kill you, like within like 10 seconds or within 5 seconds, I would say, Glutinous Griefs can be good to actually heal up throughout the fight. Because your next item is going to be a Rift Maker, again for the healing. You want to build like sort of tankier items to heal up. And don't let this all deceive you, because you can go for a defensive item. Like for example, Amaran Twin Guard is viable with this build. Spirit Visage is viable. If you go Spirit Visage, you know, for magic resist, you're gonna have to go for Mercury Threats. Even though it would, you know, in your head it could make sense to go for Glutinous Griefs, because you know, the Spirit Visage is gonna increase the vampirism. True, but if you need magic resist, it's much better to go for Mercury Threats and the Spirit Visage, and then continue your build normally with like a Rabadon's Death Cap, Rift Maker, etc, etc. With that, you're gonna have crazy sustain. It's really good. If you need armor, on the other hand, I actually recommend the Crystaline's Reflector. I do not recommend you to go for like a Thorn Mail or a Randuin's Omen, because the Crystaline's Reflector is more than enough. Like this gives you 35 armor, you know, which is half the armor of like, you know, the Strong Guys. Like this one gives you 75, but this one gives you, of course, ability power, it gives you max health, and it gives you that passive. Each ability cast grants a Mirror Shard that lasts a couple seconds, and the shard blocks physical damage. So it blocks physical damage, and it does damage to them too. And it does damage based on your bonus health as well, which you're gonna have a decent amount of because of Rift Maker, this item. Rift Maker. Where is it? Rift Maker, and yeah, here it is. Rift Maker and the Crystaline's Reflector. So you're gonna be doing quite a decent amount of extra damage. Combine that as well with the Overgrowth, so that's like that's directly buffing the damage you're gonna be doing with the Crystaline's Reflector. The main purpose of this build is to stay alive. However, Rabadon's Death Cap is gonna be, you know, your third, fourth, fifth item. Like all of these items are situational, and the Spirit Visage, for example, as well. Rabadon's Death Cap is gonna be included in your build, as I said, whether it's third, fourth, fifth. The Crown of the Shattered Queen, if you can find space for it, put it in. Of course, always a good item. So if you can put it in, you're gonna put it in. Another item you can go for is the Amaran Twin Guard. If the enemies really cannot kill you fast, Amaran Twin Guard is going to be an incredibly powerful item to go for. Of course, like after you get the full stacks, which is going to take like 5 seconds, you're going to become unkillable. You're literally going to become unkillable. Like if they have no true damage in the enemy team, you go for the Amaran Twin Guard and you're just literally never going to die. It's crazy. For the enchantment, you go Stasis or QSS. I do not recommend a Stone Plate because you have too much damage to consider a Stone Plate. So it's much better to go for a Stasis or to go for like a QSS. Stasis is what I actually recommend though, because in case you do get caught and almost die, Stasis is going to be great. So here again, I don't remember what I went in the game, but like thinking about this build, Conqueror is good. But Lethal Tempo does make sense too. Like I actually think I went Lethal Tempo because the whole thing about this build, you can go Lethal Tempo and Legend Alacrity. Combine this with the Nashers, dude, you're gonna be attacking fast. And the point of this build is to chunk them down slowly but steadily. And most sustained damage from Diana comes from her passive, believe it or not. You know, we all know Diana to be the big bursty champion. But if you actually want to figure out the build that does the most damage over a course of like 10 seconds, you're gonna end up with this build, with a lethal tempo. It's crazy, I know, it's crazy. But being able to constantly hit that circle of damage with a lot of AP, combined with tankiness, which allows you to stay alive and keep hitting them, that's what's gonna chunk them down. And then especially these runes do Gathering Storm for the late game. Of course, Giant Slayer, I told you, you only want to play this build against a full composition that is tanky, including an ADC that's going to build like some sort of tankier items, like an Ezreal who goes for Trinity Force, so you can utilize the Giant Slayer. Here, you really want to go Alacrity, however, do not skip... wait, what happened? Do not skip the Tenacity, you know, if you need the Tenacity. And then lastly, of course, Overgrowth for the later game tankiness. You go for Smite and Flash. I mean, enough about the build, guys. Let's just take a look at the gameplay and see what the hell I am talking about. Do I have to say, this is again quite a unique video I'm uploading. This is probably not going to be the ideal build you're about to see in the game. You're actually going to see me sell items and buy other items as well. And that's because I literally came up with this on the spot like this. And again, I normally wouldn't really upload a video like this because of course I want to present to you guys, you know, present like the best builds that I've tested. But again, I'm trying to switch up my content a little bit because that's more fun for me. You know, if I do the same thing every single day, it's a bit boring for me. You know, this is broken, that is broken, blah, 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 blah. We know. I want a theory craft, you know, I want a theory. I've been doing this on my channel, of course, with a lot of different things like Tank Teemo and stuff. I want to keep that up. Like, honestly, these types of videos are the ones I enjoy the most. And I actually figured you guys enjoy them the most too. Because they generally tend to get the best positive feedback. So what you guys are about to see, let me just put the screen correctly, is not me being sure about what I'm doing. This is me experimenting and it actually working out in quite a good way. Because, I will do more than 70,000 damage this game. And I don't remember exactly, but I believe I tanked like tens of thousands of damage too. Like this is a crazy game. And another number I remember from this game is 20,000 healing. And that's why I told you guys the Rift Maker is so good and like a potential Spirit Visage. So I mean, take a look at this enemy team. They have a Thresh, tank, Yasuo, tank, Nasus, tank, Ezreal, not a tank, but he has Trinity Force, which means 250 additional health, which sort of means half a tank. And they have an Evelynn. Diana counters Evelynn, so I do not care about Evelynn. Essentially, I'm against tanks. This is the perfect game. This cracks the code of this build, guys. And I was so happy. Oh, okay, he actually pushed the Scuttle Crab away from me. Little trick that you need to know about Diana, by the way, before you ever even consider playing Diana, is how to combo the first ability and the third ability. So, okay, I did go Conqueror. Okay, so I didn't go Lethal Tempo in this game, I went for Conqueror, which is similar to Lethal Tempo. You'll do a little bit less... Oh! With Conqueror, you'll do just a little bit less basic attack damage, like with your passive. Yeah, I could not escape this. But your abilities will do more damage in the later game. So like, let's say you stack up your Conqueror on one target, you're gonna have more burst if you go on a different target, which can still be helpful even against a lot of tanks. So you have to decide yourself. Do you truly want to maximize your damage per second? You go for Lethal Tempo. Do you want to mix in a little bit more burst and sustain? Don't forget to sustain, because Conqueror gives you healing as well. You know, burst and sustain. Sustain as in healing, not sustain damage. You go for Conqueror. The most sustained damage, as in the most damage per second, you go for Lethal Tempo. Both are going to be viable with this build. Like, both are viable, 100%. Bro, I had a Draven against a Nasus. Like, even if he wins early game, he's gonna get rolled by the Nasus the moment Nasus reaches level 5. If the Nasus is good. I was kind of praying the Nasus was not a good player, because if it's a good Nasus, he's gonna destroy that Draven. Nasus hard counters any ADC in the game. Of course, Draven is a bit of an exception, because early game Draven is very powerful. But the moment Nasus reaches level 5, he can win against Draven. So So Draven only has until level 5 to beat the Nasus, which he's actually doing, as you can see. He's pushing him under the turret, etc, etc. But like Nasus should actually be level 5 now, so he could just turn on him. Oh, this game is crazy, by the way. Oh, I don't remember much from it. I just remember the absolute fiesta that happened late game. Like, they could not kill me. Well, they could kill me, but it was just, I was healing so much and doing so much damage. So let me tell you about the trick. I think I didn't tell you. When you combine your first ability and third ability on Diana, let's say the enemy is here. You are here. What I see, like 90% of the times that I see, is Diana's throw their first abilities, and right before it hits, they jump, right? Because right before it hits, when you jump, it hits at the same time, you'll reset the passive. But what if I told you that the moment you throw that first ability, you know, the moment, the instance you've thrown it, you can already dash to the enemy. Now, if you hit the enemy with your dash, and then your second ability, or your first ability catches up and hits that enemy too, it will also reset your third ability, guys. It will also reset it. So you do not have to wait until that first ability gets close to hitting them. You do not have to time it perfectly. You simply have to make sure you actually will hit the enemy with your first ability. Use your first ability and instantly go within with your third ability. And then like half a second later, your first ability will catch up and it will take away the cooldown. Try it. If you don't believe me, try it. It works. It works. You have to do it. Like this way, you can use it. Whoa. You'll see me do it like many times, by the way. Right here, we're gonna see the first. Nice. I was gonna say we're gonna see the first test of the tankiness of this build. Of course, I'm not actually tanky yet. But Nash's Tooth. The reason I'm building Nash's Tooth, better jungle clear, and of course more sustainers. Like look right here. Whoa. I can dash to her too. Look. Nash's Tooth basic attacks, look. With the Luden's Echo, I would not... Luden's Echo, I would have died. Like, I'm just telling you guys, I'm dead here probably. With the Luden's Echo, I would have died there. But because I have Nash's Tooth, I killed them. That's already the first part. So I guess I went for the magic boots, in this particular... Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. The moment Nasus actually decides to use his ultimate, he's gonna win. Here you can see, I was like, what am I gonna build, you know? As I said, like, it was like this build. I came up with it like look, I literally was figuring out what to build. I was looking at the items and I was like, what am I gonna build this game? What do I need? At first, you can see, I was actually potentially planning to go Lich Bane. By the way, right here, look, I'm gonna show you again. Look, wait, I'm gonna go a bit further. Look at how I dashed to the red buff, just to prove to you that it works. Look at the screen. You see? You use your first ability. The instance you've used it, you dash, it's gonna reset. As long as you hit the enemy. Another thing you need to know, you can flash combo your first ability. So you can use it and instantly flash, it's gonna extend the range. I can ignore Nasus here. I'm even ulting him and the blue buff just to... I could have comboed him better here, by the way. Could have used third ability, first ability, third ability. I would have killed Nasus. I could have actually comboed way better here. I'm gonna fight this Yasuo here because I have full stacks of my Conqueror. I am gonna die though, because like this Draven is just not really doing much. I should have realized that Draven is kind of a useless champion in a situation like this. He actually did get a kill. I should have not fought it. I also... Wait, am I actually going Lich Bane? No way. Did I choose to go Lich Bane? Because Lich Bane... Yeah, so it doesn't really fit. Riftmaker fits this build a lot better. Man, my OCD, I don't actually have OCD, but it's actually getting hurt by that little black line. Hopefully I made the video for you OCD fanatics a little bit better here. Actually, there's a black line over there. Now that I've mentioned it, I have to take care of it, because you can't take your eyes away. There we go. Now it should be all satisfactory. Of course, with this build, you have a faster jungle clear, so of course you can take jungle more efficiently. Whether it's your jungle, the enemy jungle, whichever jungle you want to take, you can take it better. And that's why, as you can see, I'm not actually ganking that much. Because with the Luden's Echo, you're gonna have way stronger ganks. With this build, your ganks are significantly weaker. You need to play to your powers. The question is, can I 1v2 them? Of course I wanted to figure that out. I'm actually clearing this wave fast, but now I'm in trouble. I have to actually fight them, it seems like. Okay, he flashed to me, but then TF came. There we go. This is sustained damage. I saw Twisted Fate coming, so I moved towards him. Otherwise, I would have just flashed away and survived. But I didn't flash to make them think, you know, I'm out of my flesh and they can kill me. They went on me and both of them died because TF was right there. It's the mind games. You have to have the mind games as well when you play Wild Rifts, right? Like, you want to bait the enemies into thinking they can kill you. Like, if you know you're in a situation where you're gonna win, you have more information than them, because of course you can see the TF, they cannot. Don't be afraid, don't run away. Bait them into the TF, get to a low amount of HP and calculate the risk. Like, I already knew Ezreal used his flash. You know, of course he did, and then I knew he didn't have it anymore. I knew he couldn't kill me, even if I was at 15% health. So I maintained a proper distance. Then my TF came, and then I just went right back in with my shield and killed them. Also, you want to hit your abilities in increments. Like, you want to make sure you hit 3 basic attacks on jungle camps before using your abilities. Of course, the later you get into the game, the more burst you will do. And at some point, it doesn't matter because you're going to one-shot jungles. But to do the most amount of sustained damage, you want to hit like 2 or 3, ideally 3 attacks. Like right here, you can see 3 attacks every time to do the most damage. Especially with this build. Like with this build, with the Nashor's Tooth, this is extremely important. With the Luden's Echo, it's not that important because you're just bursting. But with this build is way harder to play. I want to say though, Luden's Echo Diana is extremely simple to play. You can just carry games easily. It's very simple. This build, you're challenging yourself. It has more potential though. It is like 10 times better against tanks. I actually comboed with my flash there, as you can see. I'm fighting a Nasus. Now dare to tell me a Diana can... Look at this. You dare tell me that Luden's Echo Diana would ever even have a chance against a Nasus like that? Of course not. This is the power of the build, guys. What is this Ezreal even trying? I mean, I'm just healing up. Remember, Riftmaker, you know, Riftmaker can heal me up. Now I can try to go Dragon. Like this is the power of it. I'm trying to make you guys really understand that this is the power of this build, but it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard to play. Because you truly have to know that you can play so different. If you're super used to playing Luden's Echo Diana, playing this build is going to be hard for you. Because you have to change your playstyle completely to the basic attack type of playstyle. And with Luden's Echo, you know, you go in, you're very vulnerable because you go in and you can get one shot, right? With this build, you're a bit tankier because you have the items that give you health, and you have the overgrowth rune. You're a bit tankier. You'll do a lot less burst damage, but you have to keep fighting. That's the important thing of this build. Because you have the Riftmaker, you're healing up. You have to keep fighting with this build. Like, you almost never want to run away, really. Like right here, look, I do not want to run. I just have to keep fighting. Look, keep fighting, keep. Oh, so close. I would have killed all of them, but I think I ran into his ultimate, and my second ability was literally on like a 0.2 second cooldown. But you can see my playstyle is correct. I keep fighting. I keep fighting. Do not run away. Just keep hitting basic attacks. Keep it up. Here, I was thinking about Liantris as well because, you know, they are so tanky. What did I actually do? I guess I went for the Crown of the Shattered Idiots. Because the item is just so damn broken, you know what I mean? Ornn is a very good addition to our team as well. Oh, I love the TF too. Like, he can stun people. It's just so powerful for me. Like, allows me to go into them. The Draven is useless. Well, not useless, but like, he's gonna be useless for my playstyle. It's not gonna be useful for me. Xayah is gonna be very good because she can just, like, they can chase her, she can ult, waste a lot of time. You know what I mean? Like, I can do a lot with that. Yeah. Like, you can see it's just... I kind of failed there. I failed my dash. I used my first ability. I missed my first ability, so then my dash didn't go on cooldown. Yeah, without me, they're gonna be in trouble. I don't think they can win the fight without me. Actually, Xayah, wow! Oh my god, okay, Xayah actually did a very good job there. I told you guys, like, Xayah is very good into their comp too. Xayah loves these types of tankier enemies that want to chase her, you know what I mean? Like, Xayah is the perfect counter into their comp too. Draven is the worst pick that you could ever pick into their comp. Like, Draven doesn't want to be against tanks. Literally, I think in the entire... I think even Ashe would be better here. Because, like, you can go Blade... Yeah, Ashe would be good because you go Blade of the King. The question is, can they kill me? I do have a stasis. I keep fighting. TF ults. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nasus. I died. Twisted Fate may die as well to the Nasus. Which champion would be a worse pick than Draven, actually? I cannot figure it out. Maybe Ahri. Like, Ahri would be horrible. At least Draven has a chance early game, you know what I mean? Maybe Ahri. Like, which champion really sucks against tanks? I mean, Draven. Draven does. Wow. I actually don't think there is a worse champion to pick this game than Draven. It's hilarious. And he actually picked Draven. And what he should do is exactly what he's doing right now. It's split pushing. Like, if you're useless, you just need to split push, basically. Which is exactly what he's doing, which is great. He's obviously gonna die to the Nasus now. He cannot do anything against Nasus. But at least he got a turret. So he's being useful, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's fine. Like, he got a turret, so it's fine. Oh, by the way, guys, I am doing a skin giveaway, like always. And all you have to do to enter... He stole my blue buff. He stole mine. Right here, I didn't dash to her immediately, because I waited for her to ult, and then I wanted to dash to her. What I was saying is, I'm doing a skin giveaway, and all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this! He's a tank! This guy's a tank! I'm chunking him down! Nasher's tooth, guys! Yeah, all you have to do to enter the giveaway, put down a comment under the video. Also give the video a like. Again, really supports the channel a lot if you give videos a like. So if you want to do that, it would be very, very nice. And yeah, let's see how this game keeps going. This is gonna... how long is this game? It's a 27-minute game, guys. We're 15 minutes in right now. You can see the chaos. Wait, this is the third dragon. This is the third dragon. I'm getting the third Drake here if I get it. There we go. Wait, yeah, we got soul. We got the soul. Which soul was it? I don't remember. Infernal soul, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge. The infernal soul is actually... like, the infernal soul is so broken. They need to nerf that. It's way stronger than the other souls. Can get Crown the Shattered Queen too, which is great. Don't steal it, please. Okay. You can see I gained levels very quickly, and I did that while dying 6 times, right? Like, you may be thinking, how am I level 15 while I've died 6 times? Like, I shouldn't be this high of a level. I think I went for Amaranth Vanguard, which actually ended up being a mistake. It's not the most ideal item in this game, because this enemy has a lot of burst damage. So Amaranth Vanguard was actually going to be a mistake. And I think I'm going to finish the whole item, just for the sake of experimenting. What did I just say? Oh, look at that damage. Look at my damage. I should not have dashed like that, by the way. Yep. I got cocky. You know why? Like, I got cocky thinking I can just kill them with my ult. But if I dash without the Moonlight passive, I'm not going to have my dash again, which is the main part of this build. Don't know why I did that. Also, I have no idea why Twisted Fate is split pushing. He's our like, after me, he's our main carry. Like, I have no idea why he's split pushing. We need him in the fight, man. Like, look, he has 17k gold. What? How is a 17,000 gold hard carry Twisted Fate split pushing? I need him in the fights. Without him, I cannot carry. I'm telling him here, you need to stick with us, buddy. He didn't listen at all, by the way, which is actually the reason why this game is gonna take long, and it's gonna make us potentially lose the game, even with the Infernal Soul. Oh my god. Don't know why he split. I don't know why he chose to play like that. No idea. Such a bad decision from his end. Also my bad decision was the Amaranth Vanguard. Would have been much better to go for like either another magic damage item or a different tanky item. Stasis is great, by the way, but I'm gonna die, yeah. Thresh had a great hook. Yeah, we're fighting them while they have Barons, so it's very, very rough right now. We're actually losing the fight. The problem is Nasus counters all of our champions. That is a bit of our problem. Nasus literally counters everything. Because like Nasus counters Draven, Nasus can tank this. It doesn't counter Xayah, but he can tank her damage as a result demolished Draven. Nasus hard counters Twisted Fate, because he can slow Twisted Fate and Twisted Fate cannot kill him. Nasus also counters Diana. But with my build, I'll be able to deal with him. But just Nasus versus, like a naked Nasus versus a naked Diana, Nasus counters Diana. So he can of course build magic resist, and he'll be like, you know, he'll be a lot stronger against him. He actually has Spirit Visage. Oh my god. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a big problem. I could have bought Teleport when I died, but I didn't. I think I'll make it though. I think I'll make it. Yeah, I will make it. Okay, let's stack up the Conqueror. So like here you can see, even though he has a Spirit Visage, I'm actually doing quite a lot of damage to the Nasus because again, the sustained damage build. What am I doing? Oh, because their jungler is not alive. I thought I could kill him for free, basic. Yeah, okay. So our jungler was not alive. I knew the Ezreal was not here either because he just spawned. So that's why I actually simply flashed over the wall just to kill this Thresh. Which actually ended up being the right decision. Gotta be a bit careful here though. Evelyn can still do a lot of damage to me. She's not gonna one-shot me like the Luden's Echo build. Because remember, you have like that additional HP. I hate moments like these so much. Oh my. But why does it happen after I say it? I do not remember this game. Why? Like, I confidently tell you guys, I'm not gonna die to the Evelyn like this. Because I have, you know, 500 more HP. And 3 seconds after that she kills me. I would love to tell you guys that this was staged. Because then I do not look like a stupid idiot like I do right now. But it is not staged. I mean, my point still stands though. Like, you're gonna be a lot tankier against those assassin types of champions. Because you just have... You have the Rift Maker, you have the Crown of the Shattered Queen, you have the potential Crystalline's Reflector. You have these items that give you a little bit... You're going to be a little bit tanky. And the Overgrowth, of course, which is going to end up giving you like around like 500, 600 extra health, all of these items together. So that's why essentially, like... I don't want to say it again. Evelyn can still one-shot me, okay? She can still one-shot me. I'll take it back. So now I got the Amaranth Twin Guard, which technically is a very good item. But you'll see, in actuality, it's not going to work out very well for me. I should have known, to be fair. Oh, there we go. I'm going on him. I have, like, again, here I actually went on him because I thought the Twin Guard was going to save my ass. Look at my damage. But this is where I realized the time it takes for me to stack up the Twin Guard is probably not really worth going for. It's probably better to go for, like, a Crystalline Reflector. Just to be able to tank Ezreal's damage, Yasuo's damage a little bit more efficiently. And of course it's going to give me the 7% magic penetration, which is great against that comp that I need. I guess the Ornn is just blind. How did he miss his ult like that? Teleport? Not the best teleport, but okay. The Infernal Soul is really helping us a lot, by the way, just so you know. Like, the additional damage it's providing is actually massive. I'm gonna take my jungle. I think I'm... Okay, no, never mind. At this point, I still hadn't decided to sell my Amaranth Twin Guard, it seems like. Because I'm just taking a blue buff. I'm not taking the rest of my jungle for gold. But I'm pretty sure I sold my Amaranth Twin Guard. Because, like, it's actually kind of useless in this particular scenario. Of course, there's gonna be scenarios where it's gonna be very useful. With this particular scenario... Whoa, look at my damage. I can kill him. Dash again. There we go. Look at, like... Look at that damage. The crazy basic attack damage that I'm doing. So good. Again, the TF is just split pushing. Like, I don't get it. I'm telling him, you need to group, buddy. While I'm saying it, he's ulting top lane. He left me alone here. He's ulting top lane. Our most fed carry after me is ulting top lane. And, yep. Now I'm left in a 1v2. And I die. I thought Ezreal went back, but... You could argue that I shouldn't fight, but like, what else should I do? We had killed two of them at that point, and we need to capitalize our advantage. And I was like, if I do, you know, if the TF doesn't want to come with me, I need to do it myself, which was actually a mistake. But it was just very annoying. It was very annoying how this trade was split pushing. Like Draven, sure, if Draven split pushes, that's the right choice, but not TF. You can see here, I guess I chose to sell it. What did I go? Okay, so I ended up going more damage. Infinity Orb to finish them off. Because I realized like the Armor Trigger is really not doing anything for me. And the Infinity Orb is not only going to give me the Infinity Orb passive, it's also going to give me the 7% magic penetration, which is going to help me chunk down their tanks as well. Because they have, you know, that Nasus has the Spirit Visage, Thresh has magic resist too. So now I'm going to be able to kill them a lot faster. I wanted to rush the Baron here. Very good TF ult. I love that one, by the way. Because he actually realized the vision was going to be very valuable right here. Very, very good TF ult. Like, I love his ult right here. He understood the assignment. Like, I already knew what they were doing, basically. But he just confirmed it. They have Elder, but we have Baron. We have a 25-minute Baron, which you could... TF is split pushing again. TF is split pushing again. Can he at least end? Oh my god. If he didn't end, we would have lost the game. Oh. This is crazy. Like, honestly, he made the game harder than it should have been. We could have simply won a team fight. Now let's look at the stats, guys. Let's look at the numbers. I did 73,000 damage. I tanked 53,500 damage, and I healed 20,000 damage and shield. Those are crazy stats, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video of me playing Diana in a whole different way, and I will see you all in the next HellsDevil video. Bye bye.